Good evening and welcome to My Psychic Connection. I am your host, Journey Ryan. It is Wednesday. That means we are halfway through this damn week. Thank God. We're also halfway through this week, meaning that we are almost to the end of the summer season. Meaning, guys, we are going to be getting ready for the fall season. And I hope that you guys like the new lineup and how that's going to go down. I hope everybody is ready for that. We've got a lot of cool and fun things coming. We have a new mystery reader going to be joining us on Monday nights. Now, remember, each season, guys, I will have a new mystery reader on Monday nights with me on the last hour of the show. Last season, it was Jesse Slate. This season, who knows? So, we'll find out who that is towards the end of next season. So, remember, stay tuned for that. Now, guys, this upcoming season of Season 2, we're going to have a little contest going on. Now, this doesn't include if you're on our YouTube channel and you get the opportunity to be the name that's drawn for the YouTube channel, because then we give away gifts for that as well. Now, person who jumps the most during Season 2 is going to get an iPad. And now Psychics and I have been talking, and we already know who it's going to be. So we're really ready for that. And we're going to see if we're proven wrong. So probably not going to be the case, but it's worth the shot. All right, guys, just remember tonight with the jumps, you guys can jump the list by jumping the list. Catherine Blanca. Oh, terrific. I love it, guys. Hey, you never know. There could be somebody else out there that likes to jump the list just as much as you or her. So, guys, know that $1 of every jump is going to St. Jude Children's Hospital. Guys, we're up to $48 so far. And we'd like to be able to make that a little bit more before we do the donation, since this is the last week of the summer shows. Now, on Tuesday nights, where Nikki has her show, after our show, that show will still be live. So there will be one show still airing, but we won't be back. So Friday will be our last show. It'll be a 2-hour show with Faith and I. And then we'll be back on the 27th with our 2-hour shows for the rest of the week. So everything is coming together. We're really excited. We get a little bit of a break so we can get things, but don't forget, we are still at mypsychicconnection.com where you guys can give us a call, so we're never too far from a phone call away. Now, we got some really cool things that are about to come up here. So I know how we all type our questions up and we talk and we do all that good fun stuff. Now we have the capability, and I'd like to see the responses. Drum roll, please. I don't have one yet, guys, so hang on with that. But how would you like it if we would be able to hear and see you? And if you don't want to be seen, you can always shut your camera off, but be able to hear the people through Facebook and YouTube. Let me know in the comments here so I can see what your guys' response is, because that is one of the next steps here for our show. That way you don't have to type out a million things. We can just click on you and you can start talking and asking your questions. Now remember, guys, when it comes to mediumship, you must jump the list. As for general reads and medical, please save those for the website. They tend to take a little bit longer. And guys, we're only here with you for a small amount of time, so we're going to try to get to as many people as possible. Remember, all you got to do is say hi to get yourself on the list. We're going to go down that list. We're going to go down our jump list, and we're going to take as many people as we can. All right, says that would be neat. Hello, I'm all for it. Cool. We'll love fun. Honey, just hang on to your question. We'll get to you here soon. So, like I said, we're going to call out 2 names. Remember, you got 30 seconds to put your question up. That's why we call 2 names. So the first person puts their question up. The second person can get their question ready, but do not post it until we call your name again to tell you to post your question. Remember, 30 seconds in between. If you miss that 30 seconds, you will be at the back of the list. So please note, If you missed the time, not that it's a crime, but it'll take you to the end of the list. Here I am rhyming. How wonderful am I? All right, well, I'm going to bring on one of my special little buddies here, my good old pal, Gifts of Faith.
Hey guys, I hope everybody's having a good week so far.
Absolutely. So far, so good. Getting all those announcements out there.
Well,
So
that's
I
gonna be real. That's
mentioned to
gonna
you,
go ahead. Sorry.
because it's here for the viewers, and I'm pretty sure Blanca's going to tell us, but she forgot her glasses already.
Okay.
And so she ended up getting them back. She went back and got them. So she found them. And I told her to buy a damn chain.
We told her to get 2 pairs. I just
Keep them in your car.
Okay, when did she lose them? Because I just talked to her last night.
Today.
She called me on the site. She just called me on the site last night, and I said, Blanca, get another pair. Put them in your car or put them in your purse. Leave one pair in your bedroom. She said, I will, Faith. I will. It'll be okay. I was like, okay.
So I figured I'd share that with you since you get a kick out of it. And I know that she's... And then she said, you said 3 pair. But yeah.
Yeah, I did say
one for her house, one for her car, and one for her job. But
listen, Blanca, I'm not giving you a hard time. You see these? I've broken them twice in this last year, and I've lost them, and I have to wear my extra pair that I don't really like. That I don't really like, and I want another pair. So.
Yes, she's just as bad as you about losing stuff. Don't worry.
I love my glasses, though. I think they give me character.
All right, guys, don't forget, you got about 20 minutes to jump the list right now. We only do it for the first half hour, except for on Fridays where we jump the entire show until we run out of time, which is if we run out of jumps, we run out of time because usually we take jumps all the way up until the 2-hour mark. So, all right. Well, our first person in line is Megan Thompson. Megan, get your question ready. And then Michelle, you will be right after Megan. So get your question ready, but don't post it yet. Oh, wait a minute. Michelle is going to be on the flip side of things here. She likes to keep herself anonymous, so she will do it that way. All right, we've got Megan up first. Oh, wait a minute. I have to post this. It's from Belong. This is like, you really laughed my ass off, you guys. Really, I was, oh my God, man. First thing I thought was Journey Faith, and my husband called it. Laugh out loud. All right. All right, Megan's here. Megan's got her question. Megan says, hey, Journey and Faith, my birthday was yesterday. Well, happy birthday. And she says, I thought I might hear from Eliza, but it was silent. I'm curious where she's at with things and if she's still even thinking about me. It seems as if she iced me out and I'm like, I don't exist. What are you getting from this? Okay, so it's not that she's iced you out. I feel as though that due to the fact that such the strong energy and the lack there of communication, it's kind of thrown her under the bus, doesn't want to be the one thing that, oh, well, it's the birthday, so I'm going to reach out. I don't know why they're using that type of energy, but what I can tell you right now is that you haven't been iced out. I don't see communication until we get to Friday. So I still see it this week. It just looks like Friday. Now, yeah, that's kind of a dick move, if you ask me, to not wish somebody happy birthday, especially someone you've been with, communicating with, and recently started communicating with. To me, dick move. And then on top of it, to tell you, Oh, well, I still have it stored in my phone. Well, clearly you don't use your damn phone because you didn't say happy effing birthday to me. So the thing is that um, that was their weird way of saying happy birthday without saying happy birthday. And then I see the energy change, and then we see them reaching out by Friday saying, oh, sorry, I was busy. I'm going to tell you right now, bullshit story. It's nothing of it's true. So just kind of, deal with whatever you got. But your other ex, you're talking about Cheyenne. Okay, so Cheyenne, yeah, Cheyenne reached out, but she said it was in her phone. The other ex, Eliza, she's controlled by the best friend still. I couldn't. She's got her head shoved so far up the other girl's ass. I don't know where one ends and the other one begins. I mean, it's pretty bad. But there's still control there. That's why you haven't. That's why you haven't heard anything. It's not until the serious fight happens, and so far the best friend's been pretty good about controlling how the actions of that works out. So that doesn't surprise me that you didn't say anything, because that seems to be where she's at. I mean, this girl's got her so brainwashed, it's unreal. But that will, to me, still shows that that's going to break, and I still feel like that's not going to, the silence isn't going to stay there. Honestly, thought you were talking about Cheyenne when you said my ex, because that was the most recent ex, but I didn't remember what their names were, to be honest with you. But the thing is that when it comes to Eliza, I do feel that you'll get that communication with her, but again, still only shows when the two of you guys separate from her friend. So she's going to get pissed off at her friend. You've got to question why the friend would do that. That's all still in play. That hasn't changed. The only thing is that she's been around her, stuck around her, and Eliza doesn't know if it's okay to communicate, because does she communicate with you and cause a rift between her friend, or does she keep the silence and keep her and her friend satisfied? But then the fight happens between her and the friends, and then who does she run to? None of her other friends. She runs to you, Megan. So I still see that. She says, no, Cheyenne's playing games, and I'm not into it. I just was hoping to hear from Eliza. Yeah, like I said, still in play. We have to wait for the big fight. Clearly, the best friend's a bigger manipulator than I originally intended, or what I actually saw there. But, and Eliza seems to be able to put up with a lot more crap from her than she would anybody else. So that kind of plays a big part in it. But just know that once that big fight happens, it's on like Donkey Kong. I'm going to pass it over to Faith. Let's see what she's getting. Faith, what do you got? You're muted.
Okay, sorry guys. I had muted it because my dogs are in the background playing. Megan, what I'm seeing is that you will hear from Eliza. Now, I'm not getting a time frame on it. I'm going to be really honest. Journey might have gotten a time frame. I'm not. I'm seeing a text.
That was for the other girl. That was for the other girl. I thought she was talking about the other girl.
So I see some.
You're both exes.
Okay. So I'm seeing a text. Okay, with this, but I don't necessarily see the exact time frame. So I'm not going to give you a time frame because I don't see it. Here's the thing. I feel like she's got some other things going on around her, and so that's part of why you haven't heard from her. I'm also getting the name of someone by the name of Lauren or Laura coming in for you, but I don't feel it until February, Megan. Okay. Darker hair, past shoulder length. Okay. and has like she's got dark hair, but I feel like rainbow colors in her hair too. Like she's got some strands that are different colors. Um, she comes across very earthy. I think she might be a Taurus. Um, really independent. She wears sandals and she's very fun loving. I think her eyes are green. Um, she's gonna be really down to earth, but kind of annoying because she's real chill, but at the same time hyper, like ADHD kind of hyper, sort of. So it might get on your nerves a little bit, but she's very artistic. I feel like she draws and makes things, and I feel like you're gonna have a real connection with her. Do not push her away. I do see the one X coming back, the one that you want to hear from more consistently, but I'm not seeing it till around holiday time. Now she might pop in before then, but I'm not seeing her be more consistent till around holiday time. You're gonna have some decisions to make because I feel like this new person's gonna come in around February. I also see some traveling around you toward winter time or toward fall, winter time, where you're going to have an opportunity to meet a bunch of different people, not just in a romantic type of way, but even make new friends and stuff. So I feel like that's going to be really important for you, Megan. Because I feel like these new people that you're going to be meeting, it's going to open you up some more and bring out a different side of your personality that you haven't had before coming out. Um, and the thing of it is that I feel like this may not be like major traveling from state to state, but this may just be like within your state going to a different area. Because I don't feel like this is far, but I am seeing traveling in the car, and it feels like it's a trip because you have like a bunch of stuff in the car. So just be aware.
Well, maybe they're going camping. That will always put a bunch of crap in their car.
That's true. I don't know if it's camping or not, but I see it. And you're gonna have fun, and I really think you're gonna make some new friendships that are gonna be more substantial to you. Because what happens with you is you're very energetic and outgoing and things of that nature. And the people that you draw in aren't like that a lot of times. And so you're like, what did I do? What did I do? But these new people aren't going to be like that.
I was talking about camping, probably why I'm feeling it.
Well, you know, Journey is heck. So just hang in there, Megan. I know that you really have a lot to give someone and you really want love in your life, and it's going to come. But let it come for you when you're ready. And don't just settle for these exes that are hopping in and out that don't know what they want. Like Journey says, idiots in tinfoil. You know, women can be idiots in tinfoil dresses, just not necessarily tinfoil hats.
All right. Let's keep on going. Thanks, Megan. We appreciate your question, guys. We got about 10 minutes left of jumps, and we're going to continue to go down the list. Don't think that means we're going to stop taking questions. It just means we're not going to take any more jumps. If you jump before the time frame, you still get your question answered. Just we won't take any new ones after that. She goes, thanks, you guys. You are welcome. And, girl, you got all the mexes surrounding you. I'm not picking out which one's the worse than the other one. All right. So we've got Michelle here. Michelle's question, hang on. All right. Says, my new landlord has decided to sell this property so she can live close to family. How long do I have, and where do you see my next place? How do you see this playing out? I am really flustered. I'm assuming frustrated. But the thing about this is I'm seeing something in the works here. And she also said it also shows here frustrated between the fires and now this again. Okay, so when it comes down to this situation, I feel like you can work out a plan with the current landlord that can actually give you time and lock you into your current lease, because when the person buys the property, they're going to buy the leases that go with these properties. Now, I think it'd be best in your best interest to talk to the landlord and say, look, I need you to lock me in for this many years at this price. That way they can't change anything, because with buying the property, they have to buy the lease. They have to honor it. So that's what I would do with your landlord at this time when it comes to selling this property and getting out of there. I do not feel that this landlord is going to be able to sell the property as fast as they could have before. Due to the fires that constantly threaten the area, and due to the slowdown when it comes down to purchasing homes, that has started to slow down. A lot of people spent a lot of money buying a bunch of houses, and so that's starting. She's getting at like the very end of that. I'm not saying that the house won't sell. I just don't see it selling this year. If it does sell, it'll be in the springtime of next year when it does finally do sell. But remember, make sure they get you locked into a lease that, the lease is sold with the new people. The new people are going to, they will honor it. So I don't feel like you would be too bothered by the new people, because in all honesty, they don't seem to mind you being there. I don't feel like they're buying the property to, use it as a place for them to live, but as an addition to other properties that they've already obtained. So I do feel like they want to keep the property, and that was their goal, was to rent it out or Airbnb it. So if you have a lease that's basically got you locked in, and they know that when buying the property that they're going to honor that lease. But I feel as though spring is when I see this selling. So, I mean, we're already starting to get ready close to fall. And when we get to fall, I mean, you got two more seasons before that happens. Jeez Louise. So it gives you some time, but I do know that when it comes down to it, that you should be all right. I don't feel this is going to, put you out on the street or make you lose what you have, or make you feel like you've got to hurry up and get out of the way, or, but I do feel as though when this finally comes to a halt and you decide, hey guys, I do want to leave, I do feel you moving, but I've seen you going south. I don't see you staying in the north. So I see you going south of where you're at. And this is a whole new world that will open up for you, but the doors will open. It's very strange how it opens, but you need to be, I know that these ways these doors are going to open are going to seem skeptical, because it's not doors that would typically open, but we're not living in typical times right now. So if you decide to allow yourself to be open to these things, of course, do your research. I'm not going to say just, blindly go and do something, but follow your gut, because your intuition is super strong, and you'll know what's being led in the right direction and when your leg is being pulled. And that's something that I want you to feel out, and I want you to secure yourself so you feel better about this, because by doing that, you're going to have longevity, and you'll be able to leave when you want to, rather just because the place sold. So I'm going to pass this over to Faith. Faith, what do you got for Michelle?
Hey, Michelle. Okay. So what I'm being shown is, I agree with Johnny, but I'm going to add some things to what he said. So what I'm being shown is that the month of October is going to be significant. I don't know if that's when the property is going to transfer over to the new owners. Now, I agree with Journey about the lease blocking. You need to make sure that you sign a lease with the current landlords that can be locked in and transferable to the new landlords. Make sure it's not a month to month so that they can't get you there, and make sure that they stipulate in that lease that that's going to be transferable. I don't see you moving right now. I agree with Journey. I don't see it until like March, April time of next year. So I wouldn't try not to be too worried about it. I know that it's stressful, but just as Journey said, with the fires and with the uncertain times we're in with COVID, I just don't see it. And as long as you're a good tenant and you pay your rent, you pay the things on your lease, you won't have an issue. But it's key important that you get that lease and you make sure that you talk to the current owners and say, hey, is this transferable? And don't let them tell you no. Make sure that they find out things from the buyers or find out what's going on, or have them, if they're doing it through a real estate agent, tell their real estate agent if they want to know that it's going to be transferable, because they can put that in the agreement, in the sales agreement, that whatever tenants they have to honor the lease. They can put that in there, and I'm speaking on this because I know, because my mother was a realtor for over 20 years, so I know a little bit about real estate. I don't know particularly for your state, but I know that that is a typical thing that is done. So just hang in there, because I don't see you moving right now. But I do feel like October is going to be a significant month for you with this. And I feel that that's possibly because that's when the property is going to transfer over to the new owners.
All right. Well, thank you, Michelle. We do appreciate you. And I'm looking at Belanca D and Zambi to get their questions ready. Don't post. We will be taking those questions right after the break. Guys, remember, after the break, we will not be taking any more jumps. We'll be right back after these messages. Okay. That was very... The end?
Sorry, you guys. I was scratching my head.
All right.
Stop picking on me, Journey.
I didn't do that. I think Tony's playing in the background on us. All right. We've got Blanca D, and then I need Zambi to get their question ready. And let's go ahead and take Blanca's question here. Blanca says, I keep having stormy dreams, dark waters, heavy storms coming. Saw two planets, two plants, one dead and the other alive. I saw my husband plucking leaves of the good one and buried in the dead one. I saw him do so. I started doing it with him to make it grow as a storm was coming along. That with I don't care what is coming. Okay. Let's take a look at this situation. So the dream that you had is, from what I can tell right now, the storm's coming in as the emotion. So it doesn't surprise me that there are dark skies and there's dark water, and so it's a part of dealing with grief and especially the death of a loved one. Your husband being the one that's plucking the leaves, that is a representation. Now, that really wasn't him. This is your mind. It's showing you that you are, from what I can tell right now, is that you are in a place where you're starting to realize that I can accept this. It does come with sorrow, but it's okay. So this is actually part of the grieving process that you're not able to accept while you're awake. This is the process that you're accepting while you're sleeping. This is what you're processing. It's what you're feeling about. This is how how things are for you. So I can tell you right now that things are in a good place for you to be able to feel that, for you to see that, to process that. So good job. I'm going to tell you that. Good job that you're capable. You remembered it. You wanted clarification on it. That's what you're getting. It's letting you know that the storm is still here. The good thing about it was it wasn't pouring rain. You think it's what was coming. It's actually what's going away. And then putting the plant in the ground to try to help it grow. The plant that was alive represents you. The plant that is past is him. But he was the one helping this plant grow, just like he does when he communicates to us for you. So, Chelsea, you're fine, honey. You made it in time. The thing about it is that now it's time for you to grow. It's time for you to blossom. It's time for you to get past, the storm is clearing. It's still dark and gloomy. You're still having those nights where you're feeling all of this, emotions still whirling around. That's because you've only made it through that part of the storm. Now, I'm not going to say it won't rain every now and then. Of course it's going to. That's what's going to help water this plant, which is going to help it grow again for you. So you can start living your life for you. You've got a lot of good and positive things coming your way. You are starting to put things behind you. You're kind of releasing things that no longer serve a purpose. I feel like you are in a good spot. Now, as much as I wish I could say that was definitely him in the dream, it wasn't. It was you still. We're not ready for that part yet, because if it were physically him and him being in your dream, that storm would have gained back strength and it would have been a torrential downpour, because it would have brought back more pain when you're trying to process. So when we can get past these pains, these grieving processes, that's when we are allowed that opportunity to see them on our own. And that's what I feel like is going to happen with you. Once we get past the pain, once we put ourselves in a good standing, you're going to be able to, not right away, not like, oh, the next day, everything's good, the sun is shining, blah, blah, blah. The next day, here he is, because that's just going to bring that damn storm back. So She says, I saw him helping a plant grow at first. I was like, it's dead, but he didn't see that. He saw still growth in it. But the plant that was growing as you is what I'm talking about. And the one that is him, he's putting it to rest. This is you processing the grieving. It's the symbolism. That's what you're getting out of this dream is symbolism. So this is just you getting past the grieving period. And it's good. Step by step, you will get there. All right, I'm going to pass this over to Faith. Faith, what you got?
Hey, Belanca. So I agree 100% with everything that Journey just said. Again, I'm gonna go back to what Journey just said about the plant that was dying. And in this stream, Robert is not Robert. It's a representation of you. Okay? That's you still trying to fix everything and process everything, just like Journey said. And you are doing so good. And I know I speak for Journey too. We are so proud of you and the progress that you've made. It's really such a blessing to see you come up out of this grief like you have. But last night we talked and you were talking about songs about death and zombies and it's just all of this is processing. And we talked about another dream that you had with water, and I told you that's your emotions, that's your subconscious. All of this is your subconscious working through the grief, Blanca. And you'll get there. You just have to allow yourself to process it. And these dreams are one way to process it without facing it on a conscious level. It's one way for your subconscious to process it. You're going to get there and it's going to be okay. Just like Journey said, it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to be instantaneously tomorrow. But the reason why you kept seeing him pruning the dead plant and trying to fix the dead plant is that's you trying to process through all of this. And
Just thank you guys. Faith, that song of Whitney, oh my God, wow, just wow.
Yeah, well, that's what he told me to tell you. So, and he's always around you. So, Blanca, just hold tight. I'm so proud of how far you've come, and I know Journey is too. You've come very far in your grieving process. But you still got a long way to go. Grief doesn't end overnight. And these dreams are just a way for you to process. So just hold on. And he's around you. And don't put that song on and cry either, Blanca. Because he just told me to tell you that. He said, or I won't tell Miss Faith any more mushy songs if you're going to put it on and cry.
She says, still happy I saw an image of him. It was good to see the images, but remember, right now, this is just your state of mind trying to help you get through it. And she says, I did cry, Faith.
I know you did.
No crying in baseball.
Okay, Tom Hanks. If you're Tom Hanks, does that make me Gina Davis or Madonna?
It makes you something.
Journey, you know what?
Huh.
You're a pain.
In the ass? Yeah, I know.
Hi, Journey's mom.
That's the wind chimes. They're going off. They've been going off for about an hour now.
Oh, I know. I just said hi to your mom because I knew she's watching.
All right. She goes, in the shower, he didn't my tears. Did he see you cry? Is that what you're asking?
They know when we're crying. Do you think you really can put on a shower and our spirit loved ones don't know when we're crying because the shower's
Right.
on. Blanca, you're funny.
All right, I need Zambi. Zambi. She goes, didn't see. Didn't see is what she said. All right, so Blanca, thank you so much for your question tonight. I need Zambi to go ahead and throw their question. After Zambi's going to be Chelsea C. Chelsea, get your question ready, but do not post it. Zambi, you are up next. Throw us your question. Catherine, that's what waterproof mascara is for.
You know what, Catherine? I really wish I knew you in life because I'd send you random weird gag gifts for Christmas.
All right. Zambi, are you with us? All right, Zambi, we're going to come back to you. Since you jumped the list, we'll come back to you. All right, Chelsea C., go ahead and throw us your question. You are next on the list. After Chelsea, it's going to be Bella. We got Chelsea C. here. She says, yes, my card is under my former name. Laugh out loud. So it comes up Chelsea C. social. So long. Oh, yeah. What's your question for us tonight? She says, I was looking for answers in my career in finance as I started a new career path, wondering if it'll be profitable future. What I picked up when it came to careers for you, I do feel like what you're going to be doing when it comes to the change in careers, I do feel like this is a good step to lead you to the right direction. I don't feel that it's the last step. I feel as though it's just one step to get you to the next step. Now, I feel as though this is going to open up doors for you. This is going to me, I see is like, it's good. It's good for a while. I'm seeing years, in this situation, but I'm not seeing it as the end all game because I'm seeing something more, something bigger. A couple different avenues come your way. One being entrepreneurship. I also see here that the energy that's circling the current situation to be a good one. But there will be another job that comes your way that will open the door with higher pay. Will get you even further. So I do feel like for profitable career path for you, I definitely feel like you're going to be going in the right direction. So I don't want you to get thrown off by what I just said, that it's only this current one's only for a couple years, because something better is coming and it's going to bring you yet more money and better business for you. And then I see the opportunity to work for yourself and, solely for yourself, and you're able to do so and make even bigger money. So many opportunities around you. They do take a couple years for all this stuff to come about, but what you're currently doing right now is I'm seeing that what you're doing right now is the current direction you need to be in. So you're on the right path, and I don't feel that you're making any wrong choices right now. I really feel like you've really planned this out. You've really, taken charge of what you've wanted to do in your life, and this is making a huge difference. She says, yes, our new business was just licensed under, but I just have doubts on my personal progress because it's a long process. Yeah, well, it felt like years from what I saw coming forward. So I do feel that yes, you have what it takes. Yes, things will come to pass. This is only just a stepping stone to get you to the next level. And then once you get to that next level, more opportunity comes your way. Entrepreneurship, working solely for yourself, no partners, no nothing. She goes, I do a lot of work for free as a new business owner, and I just didn't know if it's paying off in the future or am I wasting time? No waste of time here. But when it comes to the new business, is there a partner? Because the entrepreneurship that I see for you is a sole business that's just you. You own it 100%, just you. And yes, people will work for you, but you will be the only person that owns the business that I see coming in the future. This business takes you to that place to have yet another avenue to go in that direction. And then another avenue. I mean, I just feel like the business is going to be doing so well that it's opening more doors for you. And that this is just a stepping stone. She says, yes, currently my partner hired me for his company and invited me along for the new business. Now, this is good. And like I said, a couple years working, doing this, but I'm seeing you solely working for yourself. And then another opportunity opens the door for you, which provides more income. And so you're on the right path. I honestly don't feel like this is bad. I do feel like you're definitely on the right track. So keep working, keep doing what you're doing. You're going to find what you're looking for, and it opens so many doors for you. Here's Faith. Faith, what do you got?
Hey, so what I'm being shown actually is that you're already getting kind of frustrated with this new partnership, but I think it is because of the pace of it, that things are not moving as fast for you with this situation as what you would like, and you feel like you need to be doing more, which is because you're hard on yourself. I agree with Journey that this is going to open a lot of doors for you. Learn whatever you can from this partnership because it's going to carry over to when you do things on your own. Now, I'm going to tell you, I don't see the exact time frame that Journey does. I actually feel like probably within 9 months to a year is when you may even go on your own, because I think there are going to be some dynamics with this partnership, with your partner, that's going to kind of frustrate you. It isn't that you can't learn from him or that you won't learn good things or he's not going to take advantage of you or anything like that. I just feel like you're one of these people that wants to go and get it done and has a lot of creative ideas and a lot of things, and he's more on the business side of it and kind of dry with certain things. And so I think sometimes you won't agree with all of his viewpoints. And you may end up saying, I can go do this. I've learned what I need to learn from him, even if you do something totally different. But I already, like, you're bored with the pace of how everything is going. So I sense a lot of frustration from that. What I would tell you is this: hang in there, because I feel like once this starts really going, everything's going to happen really fast.
She says, I'm not patient with myself, that's for sure. And we have different brains, him and I. Laugh out loud, big age difference, and different fields of work experience.
Okay, and that's what I'm picking up, because I feel like you can learn a lot from him, but your viewpoints kind of clash with this. And so that's why I'm picking it up that way, I think. I don't see, just like Journey said, I don't see this being the end all be all. I think, just like Journey said, you're going to take what you learned from this experience, and this is going to be a stepping stone for you to help you do what you ultimately want to do. Okay. I see it a little bit more sped up, because I feel like within 9 to 12 months, maybe 9 to 24, depending,
She
That's
says it's a great business mentor, but it's not a business I would want to be my only sole business forever. Right.
right, right. And that's what Journey and I both are picking up on. But nonetheless, even if you don't stay in this field, you're going to take the skills that you learned on a business level and transfer them over to the next thing that you do on your own. Which for me, I'm seeing that kind of coming to fruition between 9 and 12 months. And then it might be 24 at the latest, but I keep seeing between 9 and 12 months that you're going to start trying to go out on your own and do. You may still work for him, but that may be the budding of the other things where you're trying to open doors and do something on your own. Just know that it's coming. You're very driven and you're very focused, and this is going to get done. And I also want to tell you, try not to get too frustrated with him, because I feel like sometimes the way he delivers stuff or explains stuff, you just kind of look at him and you're like, huh? He has a very dry delivery of things. And I think sometimes because of how he expresses things, it causes confusion. And that's where I'm sensing the frustration and the divide kind of between you guys, if that makes sense.
All right. All right. She goes, oh, that's exciting. That keeps me motivated. I'm exhausted lately, but if it's worth it, then hallelujah.
It is. Just hang tight.
So, yeah, I don't want you, don't get distracted.
Yeah.
Keep moving forward. I'm telling you, this is only a stepping stone to the next opportunity. Just the next stepping stone to the next opportunity. All right, so Zambi, I know we didn't get your question because for some reason it didn't pop up until just recent. Resend your question so I can get it. And then Bella, you'll be right after Zambi. Oh, wait. I found Zambi's question.
You found
Says, why hasn't Usman reached out to me yet to reconcile? Because he feels as though he needs more time. That's what I keep seeing. He feels as though that there's the time in between from the last time you guys communicated with one another is bothering him, knowing that he has to explain himself on top of it. So knowing that he's got to, why did he shut down? Why is he acting the way he's acting? Is he serious about the relationship? These are all the questions that he feels as though that are going to be asked of him. So those are playing in the back of his head. I'm seeing that, yes, he will, try to reconcile, but I'm going to tell you right now, very first communication, which I feel is more in the month of September than this month, by the way his energy is currently, is I'm going to touch base and I'm going to see, is she going to respond? Is she not? Is she going to be mad? Is she going to, send me 50 questions? What is she going to do? So the first one, very simple, looks like text messaging, or maybe social media or something. It's all text. But I feel as though that'll be the first way of communication. That's only to test the water to see where you're at. Now, when you get that testing of the water, just to kind of really find out where you're at, from there, he will base his communication to you like that. So what I can say is that he's going to open the door. He's going to walk through it very slowly, even though that's not the direction you want. You don't want him to be slow. I know you want him to be a little bit more, a little pep in his step, but In all honesty, he's moving at the pace of a snail just until he feels comfortable. It's when he feels comfortable that he opens that door for you. So just get ready for that. But honestly, where he's at today, I can tell you the energy doesn't show me that he's going to reach out in the month of August. I'm getting September. So to me, it's looking like 4 weeks. And in 4 weeks, we'll be in September. So just know that. I'm passing it over to Faith. Let's see what she's got for you. Faith, what are you getting over there?
Hey, so this is what I've got for you. I do feel like he will contact you. Same as Journey. I see September, and I see it honestly being more toward the end of September. Okay. And mid to end of September is what I'm being shown. Now, one thing I was shown that's very significant, and I want you to remember this. When he contacts you, I feel like you're going to be very angry because it took this long for him to contact you. Do not go off on him. Because just like Journey said, it's going to be a text message. If you go off and get angry in a text message, you will not hear from him the way you're wanting to. It's very important that you keep the text message very calm, very neutral, very, hey, how are you? How are things going? So that you can pick up the communication. I understand that you're angry, and I'm not discounting that. But you can't just go in there and be like, I'm angry at you. Why did you do this? Because then he's going to be like, ooh, she's mad. So I just
Was she mad or was she a pirate? Was she mad or was she a pirate? Because you were like, arg. I gotta love it.
Journey. Anyway,
smile.
So try not to be, because I see you getting really mad and telling him off. And if you do that, then he's not going to talk to you. He's not going to explain things. You're not going to get where you want to get. So it's really important that you stay neutral, even when you guys have verbal conversation. When you do get to that part, don't push it. Don't be like, why haven't I heard from you? You know, why did you go on shutdown? Don't do it like that. Say, you know, I've really missed you. This whole situation has confused me. I feel bad about this. Like, this has really hurt me. You know, I know maybe you want to take things slow. Where do we go from here? Because with him, it's all going to be about how you word stuff. So if you don't know how to express things to him when it comes to that, call me or Journey so we can help you, because I'm not saying to be like nonchalant about everything, but try not to be so aggressive with your emotions to where he knows how angry you are, because that's going to turn him off from wanting to communicate with you because he's going to be scared.
She says, yeah, he made me wait a year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, you know, hang in there, because I do see him coming back around and coming forward. You just really initially have to be careful with how you phrase things so he's not, I'm not saying you're going to attack him, but he's going to feel emotionally attacked if you do it how you want to.
So don't verbally punch him in the throat.
Pretty much. Don't pull a Journey.
Don't verbally punch him in the throat. It won't be good. Thanks, Zambi. Thank you so much for your question. Hang in there, girl. I know this has been hard. And, you know, when he does communicate, like I said, it's slow as hell, and it shouldn't be, but he's testing the waters because he feels as though he's waited too long to make this happen. And so are you still mad? Are you still there? Or, you know, do you still care? You know, it's basically just, where am I with this? And is this going to make a difference? So hang in there, Zambi. All right, guys, we're going to take our last question of the night. Remember, we're going to be here. If you didn't get a question tonight, we'll be here tomorrow night and 2 hours on Friday, so don't miss out. All right, Bella, go ahead and throw us your question. Bella, you are the last question of the night. You are the lady of the night. All right, not that lady of the night. She says, "Sorry, exhausting
Elvira.
on me if you feel that. But do you see a grandfather slash grandpa with me too, protecting me? Are the flickering lights in the bathroom my hubby, or can it be my grandpa, or maybe both?" Okay. So the bathroom situation, this is probably going to come off funny, is that no, it's not your grandfather. Grandfather's definitely not going into the bathroom. He pretty much sees that as a no-go zone. So grandpa's not going to the bathroom with you. As it comes for your partner, yeah, I do feel as though that, yes, he's been in the bathroom with you. The light flickering has a lot to do with your partner and the energy that I see circling it, basically trying to draw in as much energy to kind of stick around. As you notice, when we see spirits or feel spirits around, you feel those cold drafts or the cold spots. They actually use the heat in the area of that spot for energy to manifest, using electrical currents, things like that. You're going to find yourself, doing that as well. So yeah, he is the light flicker. Your grandpa, I don't feel like he's trying to manifest for you, because he's not trying to be there where you see him physically, more emotionally and spiritually. He's the one you got your attitude from. And she says, "Thank God, haha, would be awkward." She goes, "Is it weird I feel hot instead?" Laugh out loud. When it comes to feeling the heat, that's not, more than likely is not them. What it is, it's you, and you're walking into a colder spot, which makes it you could feel the heat radiating off your body, but you're taking it as a warm spot in the room. I don't feel that it's a hot spot in the room. It's more, or that could just be summertime as well. But the thing is that it would be a cold spot, because they're taking the heat out of the air for the energy, and that's why we end up with cold spots. The lights, same thing, using the electric out of the light to help try to manifest. Your partner's been trying to manifest so you can see them. Currently not knowing how to do it, clearly. They're not successful in completely manifesting, because what they need to realize when manifesting, you're not going to be a solid figure. You're going to be see-through. You're not physically here. You're on a spiritual plane that's coming to our plane. She says, attitude. Laugh my ass off. Well, that's where your attitude comes from, is your grandfather. You have the same type of personality. You guys look at things similar. You're both strong in many aspects of your life, and unfortunately, your kindness has also been taken as a form of weakness. And the same thing with your grandfather. His kindness was taken for weakness. But the one thing about your grandfather is that when someone takes his kindness as weakness, he pretty much just cuts all ties. He has no time for it. He completely just, I gave you your shot and it's done. So, not that he hates you, he just won't give you any more opportunities, or, go out on a limb for you. So she says, yeah, only once it worked, that was when I turned around and he had the nerve to vanish. Laugh out loud. Well, it's not that he was doing it on purpose, like he ran out of energy. It was like, it was here, gone. It just zapped every bit of energy that he had, that he was absorbing to try to make that happen. So it's nice that he was able to do it once, but clearly hasn't been able to do it again. But is with you. Your grandfather's with you, trying to give you strength and courage, and trying to get you see things for what they are. He's doing a lot of that, trying to give you the signs so you can see. But the only thing that's been keeping you from seeing all the signs that your grandfather is giving you is that the things that are pissing you off right now, and your grief that's that's really hitting you hard and She says, so this must be grandfather on mom's side, not dad's side. Yes, that would be it. But the thing is that the energy that I see circling you, you've got multiple spirits that circle you. There's a woman that circles you as well. Um, she looks like a great aunt or something to that nature. She just is very quiet. And she observes and she tries to put things when you're not paying attention to something that you need to, and all of a sudden your memory just gets because she's putting things in your way to make you see, don't forget about this. She says, yes, my grandma. So the thing is that she makes sure that you stay focused when you get distracted, because right now you've been getting distracted a lot lately. So her work is never done at this point. Your grandfather's energy is showing me here that, he's trying to give you strength, and your partner is trying to, try to keep you together and kind of letting you know what his family's all about, because he doesn't like the energy that I see there. And you don't like the energy there. And I feel like they're a bunch of users. And they all think they're better than everybody. So you're never going to get anything out of them that's positive. So my only thing is to take a step back from them and let the dust settle. Maybe later on in life, they may say hi to you. You can be nice. But other than that, I really don't feel like they have anything to offer or any type of positivity. I'm going to pass this over to Faith. Let's see what she's got. Faith, what do you got?
Hey, Bella. So I got a couple different things from a couple different people. So I'm going to kind of skip around a little bit, okay? Does your grandfather fish and read books? Because I don't know if this is a book or a Bible, but I kept seeing a grandfather who fished and read some, I don't know if it's books or the Bible because of how he's showing me this. He is around you. And he's pretty outspoken, and he keeps saying, "Get it together, damn it. Get it together." Your spouse is coming through too, and he's saying he wants you to watch out for one of the kids to hurt their elbow or their arm. It's the left arm. Okay. And I feel like one of the kids is gonna trip over. This is weird how he's showing me. They're gonna trip over their own foot, over a toy that's in the floor. He said, so make sure they pick up the toy. Okay. The other thing is, are you doing something to your hair, Bella? Because he keeps saying something about your hair.
Know him. She said she didn't get the chance to know him.
Okay. Because it's coming through that he did that. He keeps showing me that.
She says, I'm hoping it's them and not the other people's spirits who used to live here.
No, these people are connected to you, honey. And I want to make a statement about the hot spots that you felt. I feel, now this is my psychic opinion, I feel that that's angels and the Holy Spirit trying to comfort you when you feel the hot spots, if they're not as cold. That's my psychic opinion, though. Okay? Not saying Journey's wrong. I'm just saying what my opinion is. But
she says my hair, it's just gray hair.
Well, I was shown your hair. They were concentrating on your hair. And usually when I get that, it means for either you've done something different to it, or it's different, or that you're about to. So just know that. Okay? The other thing that I keep seeing is, why are you being so hard on yourself? I feel like you're trying so hard to see them that when you don't, you're disappointed in yourself. Honey, it's not up to you. It's if they have the energy to do it. And I don't feel that your spouse knows how to do it quite yet without draining himself completely. And you keep begging for him to do it because you want confirmation, and I get that. He's not doing it on purpose. He's not doing it because he doesn't have the energy to and doesn't know how to manifest himself. But here's what I will tell you. You are going to dream him, okay, if you haven't already. I'm being shown now. I don't know if you're going to dream him at Christmas or if you're going to dream about
We
Christmas.
call him the Invisible Man. Laughed my ass off. She goes, well, it's because I caught COVID when I seen him 14 days, so thought that hot body was spiritual now too.
Oh, okay. So what I was being shown to Bella is that you are going to dream him. Now, I don't know if this is at Christmas or if you're going to dream about Christmas because I keep being shown Christmas. So I don't know if you're going to dream about Christmas or if it's going to be at Christmas, but you are going to have visitation with him from a dream. Now, you might before then, but I'm just being shown this as a significance, I think. Okay? So just hang in there. They are around you. Your grandfather sends you a lot of love. He says, "She's my self cookie." And he smiles. He's got a beautiful smile, your grandpa. And he says, he's so polite. He says, "Could you please tell my granddaughter to hold on to her faith? Because you have a lot of faith. You're just so hard on yourself lately. And this isn't, none of this non-manifestation stuff has anything to do with you. It has to do with them not having enough energy to do it." And he says, "Please don't wear yourself out." But I hope that that helps you, Bella. And I know that you've been trying to reach me on the site. I may sign on tonight after the show, and I am going to be on tomorrow. So just know that. But I hope that helps you.
All right. All right, Bella. Thank you so much for your question tonight. I hope that helps. All right, guys. If you didn't get your chance to get a question with us today, you can get one with us tomorrow night. You can also find us on mypsychicconnection.com. Guys, sign up, get 3 free minutes and additional minutes when you add funds. It's good stuff.
Bye, everybody. Bye, Journey. Love your face, man.
From everyone here at My Psychic Connection, we want to say thank you so much for tuning in. Tune in tomorrow night. Until then, this is Journey Ryan, Gifts of Faith, signing off. Have a great night, everybody.
Bye, guys.